Hello everybody, welcome to our very special edition of Reel to Reel, our live movie review show from the IDVP department at Hennepin Technical College. Normally we only do this show in the fall semester, but 2015 left us with a lot of good movies, so we decided to review the biggest one, Star Wars: The Force Awakens. When the film came out, our extracurricular club Media Storm hosted a private screening of this film at the St. Michael Cinema as a fundraiser. With the money we raised, we were able to purchase some new equipment for our club. And on behalf of MediaStorm, we wanted to thank everyone who came to this event. It was a great atmosphere, and we're glad we could share our love of movies with you. We figured now that it only made sense to come back for a special episode so we could review this film. Today we're going to do things a little bit differently. We're going to have a panel discussion here where we're going to break down in the film what we liked, what we didn't like, and our overall thoughts about Star Wars. So with that, let me introduce these fine folks to you. This is Alex Musial. Alex, how long have you been coming here?
This is my fourth semester here.
How many times have you seen Star Wars?
I have seen Star Wars twice now.
All right, and then this is Chris Rose. Chris, how long have you been coming here?
This is my first semester.
And then how many times have you seen Star Wars?
3 times.
3 times. This is Travis Hansen. Travis, how long have you been here?
This would be my second semester of the first year, and I saw Star Wars twice.
Awesome. So all right, so Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, came out on December 18th, 2015. It is the first film produced by Disney since its acquisition of Lucasfilm, and is directed by J.J. Abrams. It stars Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, briefly, Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Oscar Isaac, and Adam Driver. It has shattered box office records and, for the most part, amazed critics. So with that, let's dive right in. So Alex, what can you tell me about the Star Wars story? What did you like? What did you not like? And how do you think it fits into the Star Wars mythos?
Sure. First off, let me just say that The Force Awakens, I thought, was a worthy successor to the original trilogy. I know that's what we were all hoping for, or at least that it would be better than the prequel trilogy, and I'm happy to say that it was. That being said, I think the reason it was as good as, if not better than, the original trilogy was because it borrowed so much from the original trilogy. I think there were a lot of themes, a lot of shots, even a lot of looks of the film that really reminded a lot of us of specifically Episode 4, and some shots that reminded us of Episode 5 and Episode 6. But I think I also understand the necessity of doing that. It's been 30 years since the original trilogy came out. It's been almost a decade now since we've seen the last Star Wars movie. So really, if you want to bring us back to what it's like to be the sequel to Jedi, you've got to reboot Star Wars. That's what this is. It's not a direct continuation. It's a reboot sequel. And in doing that, it was really good. I thought there were no elements of the story that left me completely bored. There were no elements that left me completely confused. Overall, I just had a really good time.
Cool. Chris, what did you think about the movie?
Well, the movie was great. There's a reason I saw it 3 times, and I'm glad to say that it was worth it all 3 times. And the story was like what Alex said. It was like the last 3 movies, the original trilogy. It felt like all 3 of the movies in one. And if you're a Star Wars fan, you should not have a problem with that. Okay? Say what you want about lack of creativity. Yes, it's there, but it's Star Wars. And it's more Star Wars. And you got new characters like Finn here. Okay? You got a new plot line now with the next movie. This story set up this new story that we're about to get really well, and I'm looking forward to what's going to happen next. That's what I thought.
Awesome. Travis, what were your thoughts on the story?
It's just like what Hans said. We're home, Chewie. I mean,
Yes.
I was so thrilled with this movie. Yes, as we've said clearly, it's a retread. That's not a bad thing, though. In this case, we need a new introduction into this brand new version of canon. And, again, J.J. Abrams being a massive Star Wars fan, for one, which, good on you, Disney, for making a fan direct the movie. But, the whole experience was wonderful. I mean, I enjoyed every second of it. I liked the humor, which the prequels did not have. I liked that a lot of it was practical. Again, prequels did not have that. And the characters were likable, and the fact that, BB and Rey. Two of my three favorite characters.
Following her around.
Yeah.
It works.
Sounds like
And that thing's real, by the way.
Yeah,
It is real.
We'll talk more about that later. So we kind of touched on this too. My biggest complaint with the movie is one thing the Phantom Menace did give us is that it set up the culture and politics that happened 30 years before the original. I didn't feel like we got that with this film. Now I love the movie, but this is 30 years after Return of the Jedi, and we don't know we know a little bit of what's happened with these characters, but we don't understand the different groups like the First Order or the Resistance. Supposedly the Republic has been reformed, which when did that happen?
No.
So hopefully they'll give us some more answers on that eventually, but now it's just, you don't really have a sense of the scope of that. That was the only thing that kept bogging me down the whole time. So
And I don't know about you guys, but I was reading the books leading up to this, and only one of the books really touches on that.
Yeah, it's Aftermath.
Yeah,
The first
Aftermath was,
It was a bad book, too.
It was, but I liked the cutscenes in between.
Yeah,
that
that
was
was good.
perfect. That was but the next one's gonna be good.
I agree with you, but in a sense, I don't think we needed all that exposition.
Right.
When you harken back to the original Star Wars back in '77, you just had a main bad guy whose motivation was clear. You had an empire that you could tell was just the bad guys, and that was enough. You didn't need to set that whole thing up. You just knew.
Well, and that's something this movie does so well too. I mean, you have the obvious, we were talking earlier, it's Nazis, space Nazis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's very obvious, and that the Star Killer, base speech that
Yeah.
General Hux gives. But
yeah. So yeah, I think we all. The story is not the strongest part of this film, but it's. I think you really hit it on the head when you said that it wasn't in A New Hope either. We didn't have to see a lot of that.
Right.
It was good to see some of that. I mean, the prequels are obviously flawed movies, but
Right.
I enjoyed seeing that. I would like to see more of it, but like Alex pointed out, it doesn't necessarily need to have that.
Right.
So
It doesn't need to have all that exposition because you got another movie coming out and
Yeah.
another movie after
Yeah.
that.
Absolutely.
So you got to save stuff for that too.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a short break, but we'll be right back to talk with you about the characters and their performances. Welcome back to our special episode of Reel to Reel, brought to you by Hennepin Technical College and MediaStorm. I'm your host, Ryan Hall, and today we're talking about the characters of Star Wars The Force Awakens. So Alex, I asked you to do a little bit of research and talk to us about Finn, the character of Finn.
Sure, yeah. I think the character of Finn and John Boyega's performance as well was, both of them were just incredible. I thought for the first time we got to see, underneath the stormtrooper helmet, we got to see the person behind the mask and how they cope with these oftentimes really brutal situations that they get dropped in, and really how they deal with that. And it was also nice to see that this character turned to the light side, that they managed to escape the First Order. And can I just say I love how Finn interacts with Harrison Ford on Solo. The thing about girls, they always figure it out. So you gotta stop lying.
They always find the truth.
They always find the truth, yeah.
Always.
I thought he really fit into the Star Wars universe. His friendship with Poe Dameron felt real, it felt authentic. I loved every minute. Their little banter on screen when they were escaping the Star Destroyer and the TIE Fighter was just, it was hilarious, it was fun, it was heartwarming. And his relationship with Rey was also, I loved every minute of it.
Yep.
really a reverse of the whole damsel in distress trope that we've
Oh,
seen,
yeah.
in, especially in the original trilogy.
Yeah, and we'll get into that more too. I'm actually going to go to Travis next because I asked Travis to talk to us about Kylo Ren.
Yeah, and thank you for that, by the way. He's my favorite character, I think, out of the bad guys. So Kylo Ren, played by Adam Driver. There he is. He's very, very bizarre, I think, character in my opinion. I liked how he is, and we're doing spoilers here, so sorry. He is Ben Solo, formerly known as Ben Solo. So he's Han and Leia's child, and he is very much into his grandfather. I mean, the helmet is kind of a harken between two different Sith Lords, you know, Revan and Vader. And I think Adam Driver knocked him out of the park with this one. I liked how he was, you know, very much like the other Skywalkers. He's a whiny little kid in the beginning, you know, but he's hopefully going to be growing into this darker character. And they picked Adam Driver. Again, perfect choice, in my opinion. He has that kind of look to him of this bad guy, almost like an Alan Rickman-esque, you know, character. I did like how he took his anger out on the machinery instead of other people, like his grandfather would have. You know, so he's a little more. I want to say he's a little more controlled with his anger issues. I know a lot of people online are disagreeing with me right now, but
Yeah, there you
He
go.
was the Anakin Skywalker that Anakin Skywalker should have been.
yes,
Absolutely,
exactly.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Some random officer comes up, dude, sir, that was a life support you just cut.
There you go.
Oh, whoops.
Well,
All right.
I got a mask. You guys are in
Yeah.
trouble.
Then I actually asked something a little bit different to Chris. I wanted him to talk to us about the original cast members and what he liked about them. What do you think they brought to the table this time around? It's been 30 years since we've seen them. So what were your thoughts on that, Chris?
Okay. So I'm gonna start with Leia and then work my way down, then back up again. Leia kind of felt underwhelming, honestly. This is probably right here was probably the best part of her performance, and anyone I hear a lot anyone could have played Leia in this movie because Carrie Fisher didn't do so well. Great. That means Carrie Fisher could play Leia because if anyone could do it, then why not her?
Yeah.
So, Leia, she kind of felt underwhelming, especially her reaction to Han's death. It kind of felt like, okay. And then Chewbacca, he was great. You know, he's kind of a mix, honestly. He was kind of a mix between, great and not, especially when he walks past Leia after Han just died.
Yeah.
And then C-3PO and R2-D2, in and out, quick, done. Mark Hamill was all over this movie. He was behind every corner, just dialogue left and right. He was involved in everything.
Just out of the.
Just out of the frame though.
Yeah.
But no, he's at the end. Just there's nothing much to it. There's nothing much to him. Han Solo. Wow, Han Solo, guys.
Yeah.
This, he wasn't Harrison Ford wasn't Indiana Jones phoning it in the fourth movie. This was Han Solo, guys.
Yeah.
This was Han Solo. He embraced it. I think it was kind of because he knew he was done after this because
Yeah.
he was all gleeful during the press junket. But he was one of the best parts of this film, by far. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
And then I looked up a little bit about Rey, and we can all pretty much agree. These are all fantastic people, but Rey and Finn are the reason this movie works, and Daisy
Right.
Ridley and John Boyega are the reason this movie works. And I think with Rey we got the main female lead we didn't know we wanted. You see a lot of what Princess Leia and Padme do. I'll say that. I'll say that with a hesitation. Yeah. But I think she is reminiscent of Luke Skywalker in a lot of ways, and I found her to be the most fascinating character out of this,
Right.
especially her and BB-8. They were really fun to watch. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Women always find out. So I really am excited to see where they go with Rey and where they go with her relationship with Luke, since she is kind of the next Luke Skywalker. So.
I was gonna say, is that something we can touch on? Is she Luke's daughter?
I don't think we know yet.
I think it's too early to tell. All
Crazy
We
theory.
can all speculate.
right, real
Crazy
quick.
theory. Real quick. She's a Kenobi.
Oh, I like that.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Yeah. All right.
Oh.
Well, we're going to take a short break, but right now we want to show you a teaser for Media Storm's new short film, Swamp Buck, directed by Jason Ewert.
Tell us the story.
Yeah, a scary story.
What are you talking about?
Swamp Buck.
And we're back. We hope you enjoyed the new preview of our short film Swamp Buck. We filmed that last fall and we premiered it as part of our special Star Wars showing in December. We will be entering that short film in several film festivals and competitions. Right now I'm here with these folks and we're talking about the technical aspects of the new Star Wars movie, from the lighting to the FX to cinematography. So gentlemen, we're all here at Hennepin Tech, we're all video production students. Alex, what can you tell us about the visual aspects and some of the effects and cinematography of this film?
I think going into this movie, we all knew exactly what it was we wanted. We wanted real environments. We wanted characters that actually interacted with the world that they were supposed to be in. And I think we really got that. I think J.J. Abrams, being a Star Wars fan, knew what it was that made some of the original films so great. And that was the set design. That was the ships. And there were sets. A real Millennium Falcon set, I thought looked incredible. There was that Jakku Village set, which was amazing. There was the effects of the robots and the creatures that were actually either animatronics or filled with actors who were actually performing each individual part. I think it really helped make the entire universe look more lived in. It looked just so fantastic. And I think lighting-wise, they did really well. I think that whole scene in Maz Kanata's what do you call it? Cellar, basement, dungeon.
Yeah.
Was really great. The flashback really set the tone. Everything was just lit well, shot well, just fantastic.
There's a couple Easter eggs in Maz Kanata's thing too. There's like Boba Fett symbols above the door.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Chris, what did you think about some of this technical aspects of the film?
So, I'm watching this movie, and for the first time, and I'm like, okay, I can tell right off the bat that technically this is a J.J. Abrams movie because I see that same cinematography in Star Trek and Super 8 and all that and all those other movies he's done. And this was, in terms of practical effects, the second time I saw it, I was with a friend. He's about 16 years old. I had to tell him that about 92 to 95% of what you saw in that movie was real. Was something they had to interact with, like real sets, real props, all that. And as far as the lighting, I liked how they, when Han's confronting Ben Solo, Kylo Ren, I like how they used the lighting to tell that story. And like how there's one point where Starkiller Base is sucking up the sun, there's light, and that light's reflecting on his face as well as with the lighting in the shaft. And he's just like, it's red on one side, light on the other, and you can see that's confronted. Once that star dies, it's like the light goes out, and then he's not Ben Solo anymore. After he's confessing that he's like, he doesn't know what to do, he's confused. Once that light goes out once that light goes out, it's all red. And this side's dark, and he's Kylo Ren, and he stabs his father in the chest. Loved that scene.
It's definitely one of the stronger scenes.
It's definitely
And it has to be.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yep. Travis, what were your thoughts?
My thoughts. Well, I'm a massive fan of practical over visual.
Yes.
However, unlike what we were talking about earlier, I have to say that the CGI in this movie, for what there was, it felt more like that's what it was meant to be used for. It's giving you more of an environment enhancement. From what we can do with our practical sets, here's a little tiny bit extra. You know, so like for example, when Kylo Ren stops the blaster bolt, CGI there that's what you're supposed to use it for, not for the background, not for the aliens like in Maz Kanata's castle.
Except Maz Kanata herself.
Yeah, well, okay, that's a
But that
fine
was
example
motion
though.
capture, though.
That was
Motion
motion
capture.
That's
Yeah.
an example of it too.
Yes.
And you have like with the eyes, unlike with big old Snoke. Snoke looked a little too much out there, whereas right here with the motion capture, they even took her eyes, and that's why it made it feel more.
And that's just
Real.
That's an Academy Award-winning actress, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know how to say her name, but
Yeah.
we won't go
It's a
there.
bit different.
But
Sorry,
the
continue.
music though, that's something we were
Music.
talking about earlier. I'm a massive fan. I go out and I buy stuff on iTunes from like movie soundtracks. My friends make fun of me for that, but with like Mad Max and Star Wars are the two of the year that I have to say are
Yes.
spectacular. And John Williams, I think, if it wasn't for the fact that he was there, I wouldn't say the movie would suffer, but there would be something completely different, something missing from it.
No, I think the movie. I think the movie would suffer actually, because if you look at the originals, you look at any Star Wars movie in general. What made them so great was the soundtrack that
Yeah.
accompanied them.
Yep, I agree.
It really didn't I've heard it said that the soundtrack really did stand out. And the first time I saw it, when I first saw the movie, it was like okay. Then I just grew to love it.
Yeah.
Like the soundtrack was good.
And that's why it's like when I listen to it, like before going to bed or something, like Rey's theme
Oh,
is
yeah.
absolutely amazing.
Like every time I
Perfect.
hear that, I think of her
I
just
mean,
like sliding down the
Yeah,
sand.
I mean
Yep.
it's a gorgeous song, and then even Snoke's, which is very reminiscent of Plagueis.
Yep.
It's his theme from the opera house
He
in
is
episode 3.
Plagueis.
It's Plagueis.
It is. It really is.
The one note I had about technical aspects was, I think you hit it on the head with the lighting and the motion capture, but the lightsabers.
Yes.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
you think about what we saw in the prequels, lightsabers. That's any one of us could do that now in After Effects, and it would look
Yeah.
exactly
Right.
the same. This is the first time they had actual light coming out of their sabers,
Right.
and you can tell right there. I mean, granted, it's enhanced, but it looks like it belongs. It doesn't
Yeah.
look like it. It doesn't stick out like a sore thumb like it does in the prequels. Now, granted, those fight scenes are pretty cool in the prequels, but it never has that aesthetic to it that fight had. And seeing, spoiler alert, Rey and Kylo Ren fight, and just seeing the red and blue
Yeah.
reflect off of them, I thought that was a really cool.
But also how the environment reacted with the lightsabers.
Yes.
Yeah.
In that snow-covered forest, you saw the lightsaber
snow
melting the
sis-
saber,
yeah.
like the blades. Oh, so incredible. And Kylo's lightsaber effect was fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thinking about the prequels, thank you, Ryan, for making me think about the prequels. Spot on job. When I think about the lightsabers, did they really reflect off their faces in the prequels?
I doubt it.
No,
I think there's a
don't
couple
think
of
so.
them in episode 3, but
Yeah.
not a lot.
In episode 2, when they did the thing.
Like in
Yeah.
house lighting, they never reflected off their face. It was
Yeah.
just-
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, now let's rate the film. So what we do here in Reel to Reel is we give it a number out of 5 reels. X out of 5 stars, X out of 5 reels. Alex, what did you rate this film and why?
Gosh, when we were going into this, I was going to give it 4 out of 5 reels. I thought it was really good. Not really deserving of a perfect score, but listening to all these arguments here, I think it's also changed my mind. I'm going to boost it up to 5 out of 5 reels.
5 out
I
of
think.
5.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Just everything. It was everything that I wanted from a Star Wars movie, and it's okay if it's not as good as, say, Empire. Almost nothing will be, I
Yeah.
think.
Oh, that's
But it
fair.
was pretty good regardless.
Chris.
People hate on the lack of creativity that goes into this story. I disagree with that hate. It's more Star Wars. How can you argue with that? And with Kylo Ren's whininess, no, your argument is not valid, sir.
Yeah.
4 out of 5. Because of that, because there were things that they could have added that would have made it better, but they weren't there. I still really love this movie and have to see it a few more times because I have this compulsive desire to do it.
Yeah.
So I got to give it 4 out of 5. It's number 2. It's number 2 in my best films of 2015, right below Mad Max.
Awesome. And real quick before we do Travis, how many of you guys saw it in IMAX or 3D? You did. I did.
IMAX.
I saw it
So-
twice.
Okay.
Not 3D. I
3D.
hate 3D.
Okay. Because I think 3D might have enhanced it. I know a lot of
Yes.
people are on the fence of that. I really enjoyed the 3D.
Maybe.
First time I saw it, I was in front row and I had to see it
Yeah.
in 3D.
Yep.
Gosh.
That
Yeah.
gives you a headache.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it didn't give me a
Travis,
headache,
what did
also.
you want to rate the film?
I'm gonna go stick with my original answer there. I have to give it a 5 out of 5. Yeah, it's not a perfect movie, but the soundtrack alone. I mean, we're talking right when the logos come up for the first time. Star Wars, Force Awakens. The crawl comes down, the music's going. I said it earlier, it's like being 4 years old again watching Star Wars New Hope for the first time.
Yep.
And just for that reason alone, it's a 5 out of 5 for me.
Yep, very cool. So when I rate a film, there's a lot of things I look at. I look at the story, I look at some of the technical aspects. And what I told you guys before we rolled camera was I really enjoyed this movie. It's my favorite movie of the year, but it wasn't the best movie I saw this year. I mean,
Yes.
I know there's been a lot of controversy with the Oscars, but with the 8 films nominated, I really was happy with those 8 films. I don't think we wanted an Oscar-nominated Star Wars, but we got the Star Wars we want. It would be
Great if it were not
well, I
for
mean,
an Oscar.
awards are a byproduct of a good movie, and I think, Star Wars was a very good movie. I didn't expect to get nominated. I don't think any of us did.
Right.
But for that reason, I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 reels. It's not a perfect movie, but it is by far my favorite movie of 2015.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah.
And one more thing I want to add. Ray, don't say Ray's a Mary Sue yet. She's not a Mary Sue character yet because episode 8 isn't out. Okay? She's allowed to be good at things.
Yeah.
Okay? You know, just.
Yeah,
Give
kind
it the
of.
benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like the whole
Benefit of-
Max Landis getting freaked out, like, oh, she's Mary Sue. No, it's the first time we're getting
Yeah.
Right.
I gotta be careful what I can say here, but a
Yeah.
woman that can actually kick butt.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we're at that time. Come on.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, that was very good conversation, gentlemen. So there you have it, folks. Our thoughts on Star Wars The Force Awakens. Leave a comment below with your thoughts on the film. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, idvp.tv. We'll be posting more content from our classes here soon. And a new season of Reel to Reel will begin in the fall, and I believe Chris and Travis will be heading
Yeah.
it up this time. So,
You never know.
yep, we got a lot of big blockbusters. Let's see what you guys
It's
have.
gonna be a good summer.
All right, for Hennepin Tech, for Media Storm and our instructor, Rich Oxley, I'm Ryan Hall, this is Alex Musial, Chris Rose, and Travis Hansen signing off.
Bye, Facebook.
Are we on YouTube?